Here is a severe weather update for Monday afternoon and evening, June 16th. We are expecting severe thunderstorms later in the day, form off to the west and approach parts of southeast Minnesota and northeast Iowa by early evening with a threat of damaging wind. Could be some isolated tornadoes, large hail potential, and heavy rain. As you cross into Wisconsin, the timing is a little bit later, of course, going into the mid to late evening. The threat changing to more just damaging winds, heavy rain, and potential for some lingering hail. As of early afternoon today, there was thunderstorms clustering on parts across eastern South Dakota, northwest Iowa, and into far southwest Minnesota. In that area, there is a tornado watch that's in effect, in addition to a flood watch across parts of southern Minnesota. There is a warm front that is moving up through parts of Iowa and into the Dakotas, and it's that warm front that's kind of marking the boundary of some real muggy air to the south. That high moisture air, that muggy air, will be moving up our direction and will be the fuel for thunderstorm activities over the next several days. In fact, this warm front and this boundary will be lingering with us off and on at least through Thursday night and kind of be that trigger point for more thunderstorm activities almost every night. For today, there is a moderate to slight risk of severe weather across the area. This is a pretty high risk, if you will, covering potential for severe weather across southern Minnesota and the northern half of Iowa. The probabilities of any tornado activity are highest to the west of our area, but do continue to the east. The threat for damaging wind continues across parts of southern Minnesota and most of northern Iowa into far western Wisconsin, and that is the highest of the severe weather threats. Large hail probabilities are highest to the west, but do extend eastward into Wisconsin as the storms progress east later this evening. Rainfall will also be an issue over the next several days. For today and tonight, as thunderstorms track along the Minnesota-Iowa state line and into Wisconsin, there could be several inches of rain, causing localized flooding issues. Looking ahead for tomorrow, the Day 2 severe weather outlook does continue to have a slight risk across our area, as does Day 3, which is into the mid part of the week, kind of reinforcing that idea that that frontal boundary will be with us and triggering off and on severe weather risks through much of the week. The total rain all the way into the end of the week, too, could start adding up and lead to potential flooding issues. Not only river flooding, but flash flood rivers as each round of rain starts to saturate the ground and the runoff becomes more enhanced. So summarizing for today, again, severe weather risk moving in from the west by late this afternoon or more likely into the evening. Damaging wind, isolated tornadoes, large hail, and some heavy rains all have a risk today. And again, severe weather risks again Tuesday night and into late day Wednesday.